This is Wet Notes for April 23rd, 2021, here on Scuba Shack Radio. First up, just after I recorded the last episode, President Biden released his 2022 budget. Well, if you're a fan of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, you'll be happy. In the budget proposal released on April 9th, the president proposed a record budget of $6.9 billion for NOAA. Now, how does that compare? Well, this year, NOAA's budget is $4.6 billion. Wow, that's a big increase. This budget really supports taking action on climate change, protecting marine mammals, the ocean, Great Lakes, and coastal communities. If you recall, the previous administration had proposed cutting NOAA's budget, only to have it restored by Congress. Now, this is just a first step in the budget proposal. It has a long way to go to get congressional approval, but I think it's a very good first step. Now, here's something that's really interesting. I read this in the Cayman Compass online. It's about a Grand Cayman Northside family that found a message in a bottle. Yeah, on Easter, I think it was, the family was out walking on a remote part of the island, a place called the Parrot Sanctuary. I think this is on the East End. Well, that's where Patricia DaCosta and her family recovered an emerald-colored bottle with a handwritten message inside. The note said, "Thrown into the ocean on 6 December 2017, somewhere between the Bahamas and Florida. If you find this, drop us a line and let us know where it ended up." Signed by Darren and Shannon from Evansville, Illinois, and it gave their email address. So Patricia emailed them with the news, and now Darren and Shannon are planning to visit Grand Cayman at some point. As for the bottle, the DaCosta family is planning to put their own note in the same bottle and send it back out to sea. What an incredible journey. It's here, the second quarter edition of the Journal of Diving History magazine. It arrived in the mail just after the last show. This latest edition's cover story was written by Chris Cole, and it is about the divers who worked on the Edgewater disaster. It was one of the worst maritime disasters in U.S. history. I'll leave it at that, and you can do some of your own research, but it was a really interesting article. There is also an interview in the edition done by Michael Menudo with Dick Rutkowski, and he's dubbed the father of nitrox. Again, some really interesting stuff. I highly recommend that you take a look at the Historical Diving Society's website. If you become a member, you'll get the journal mailed to you every quarter. A pleasant surprise in your mailbox. I received an email from a friend a few weeks ago with the subject line, Serenity. So who can't use a little serenity? How about serenity now? Well, it turns out that my friend was asked by her son to watch some cameras for a school project. These live cams were from the Monterey Bay Aquarium. So I went to the link, and it took me to their landing page for 9 different cameras. I'm not going to list them all right now, but you can peek in on their penguins, sea otters, or moon jellies. There's even a camera for Monterey Bay itself. Personally, I like to observe my sea life while diving, but these live cams from Monterey Bay Aquarium can fill in and provide that little bit of serenity. Now here's something interesting that came in from Shearwater. You know, the makers of the dive computers. They have a contest that's going to be starting up in May called the Spring Shopping Spree. And the winner will get a $4,999 shopping spree at the dive shop of their choice. And here's how it works. If you purchase the Shearwater computer in April or if you buy one in May, you can register for the contest with their online portal with a proof of purchase. But you don't have to buy a computer to participate. You'll also be able to register by completing a short 50-word essay on why you like Shearwater computers. The lucky winner will be selected at the end of May, and it's another great way to support your local dive shop. Thanks, Shearwater, for doing this. And finally, there was a short article from Patty on April 20th about their meeting with the Maldivian government to confirm the protection for sharks. There was some speculation out there that the Maldivian government might be lifting the shark fishing ban in their country's waters. Well, this can't be good. Over 10 years ago, Patty, along with others, helped to establish this current protection. So, the Patty staff met with the Maldivian Ministry of Fisheries, Marine Reserves, and Agriculture's lead, Zaha Wahid. Well, here's some good news here. At the meeting, Minister Wahid said that they were committed to sustainable and responsible management. On April 20th, the ministry released a statement that said, the Maldives does not intend to permit a targeted shark fishing in the Maldives. Great job, Patty, and great job, Maldives, for protecting these critical apex predators. Well, that's it for Wet Notes for April.